Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was set up on a blind date by my friends. It went well and now they're mad at me, but I don't know why. What did I do to upset them and how do I go about reaching out to my date and friend? Sorry, this is so long. I'm just trying to include all details because I have no idea why any of this happened. I have been single for a couple years now. I have moved back home and just wasn't looking for anything, especially after ending my college career with a pretty nasty breakup. I recently moved to a new city, living on my own, and made friends with some new people through various hobbies. I've been spending a lot of time with one of them in particular. We'll call her Kelsey. She and I were fast friends, and she's introduced me to several people in her friend group, who have all been super nice up until this point, including her best friend. We'll call her Isabel. At some point when we were hanging out, it came up that I was single and not on apps or anything, and Isabel offered to set me up on a blind date with a friend of hers. I've never been on a blind date or honestly even been set up by a friend, so I said yes. Thought it sounded super fun, but I asked Isabel to send him at least one full body picture of me before he agreed to it. I should mention here that the reason I asked this is because I'm pretty fat. I am very comfortable with it and have been fat all my life. It's never negatively impacted my ability to date or anything else for that matter besides some thigh chaffing, and I love my body regardless. However, I'm aware that I'm not everyone's cup of tea and would rather he know in advance instead of feeling awkward like he didn't know who he was signing up for and saving us both an awkward conversation. Isabel said she would. She showed me a few photos of him and he was fine as hell. A couple days later, Isabel confirmed he was down and sent me the lunch plans he had arranged. The day of the date comes and when I get to the place, I spot him and walk up to say hello. Immediately something is off. He tells me he's here for a blind date but with a totally different person. I mention Isabel's name and then his own name. He loosens up after he realizes I'm truly not a random and shows me the pictures Isabel has sent him and they're of a totally different person who I don't recognize. Not me. At this point, I'm super confused and so is he. The random girl in the pictures looks nothing like me. We're not even the same race, body type, hair color, general style, etc. That's crazy. I shoot off a quick text to our group chat saying something jokey about the mix-up and then tell the guy that we don't have to go on a date since he fully thought he was going out with someone else. He says he's down to at least get lunch since we're already here and it's one of his favorite restaurants. We actually wind up hitting it off. Afterwards, we walked around the city, stopped at both of each other's apartments to change into less dressy clothes, and hung out so long we actually grabbed dinner together. It was like 7 hours and one of the best dates I've ever been on. At some point throughout the day, I took a selfie of us and sent it to the group chat. Neither of them had replied to my text about the mix-up, and then all I got from the selfie was a question mark reaction from Kelsey. The next day, there was a park picnic that Kelsey's friend group had put together, and they invited me to at least the last big hangout. I still hadn't heard from either of them, and at this point was honestly pretty annoyed with Isabel for going radio silent on me. But I figured maybe my tone wasn't clear since I had made a joke about it when I broke the news, and plus the date going well, it made me quite frankly care a lot less. When I get to the park, Kelsey, Isabel, and several other friends are there, and the mood seems good. When I walk up, everyone seems friendly enough and Isabel gets up to hug me and say hi. I sit down and she asks how the date was and says that's what they were all talking about before I walked up. She said she was off her phone all day yesterday and woke up this morning, saw my text and realized her mistake. She said it was a total accident and that her brain just did the thing where like you mean to tap one thing and your brain just doesn't listen and pushes a different button. To be honest, I didn't really buy this from the jump. But again, date went well and I'm in a good mood so I kind of don't care. Just planning to keep Isabel at arm's length going forward. I tell everyone about how great it was and how much time we spent together. In real time, I watched the smiles drop from Kelsey and Isabel's faces. There are 4 other people there and none of them seem to notice, just telling me that they're happy for me and glad it went well. Out of nowhere, Kelsey just looks at me dead in the eye and asks me, "Are you serious?" I said, "Why wouldn't I be?" And then she starts raging. She tells me I'm a bitch for getting snarky with her after the stunt you just pulled and that I should be ashamed of myself. Then she starts angry crying. Now I'm panicking and thinking maybe this guy's her boyfriend or something, even though she was totally there when Isabel initially told me about him. I look to Isabel hoping she can help and she tells me to get the F out. I don't even move and just ask her what is going on and who even is Ryan to Kelsey and what did I do. When I say his name, the other 4 people at the event go completely silent and all look down and start ignoring me. One of them goes to comfort Kelsey, who's still crying and yelling. People in the park are looking at us. Isabel looks straight at me and says very icily, "For your own good, never talk to Ryan again. He doesn't date girls like you." So why are you crying when she told you the date went well? Oh my gosh. Maybe that's her crush or something and she's jealous. See, this is the kind of friend group that you should avoid all your life. Okay? They literally tried to set her up and tried to make her fail, but hey, it went well and now they're mad about it. That's crazy. And then she pushes me, but standing now, off to picnic blanket and onto the grass. Not hard enough to hurt or make me fall, just to send a message. At this point, I'm so mad there's steam coming out of my ears, and I know I could snap this girl in half like a twig if it came down to it. But I keep my hands to myself like a grown woman and say, maybe you should tell him that. He seemed to like this well enough last night. And then I got up and walked off, not looking back, or else there's a real chance hands might have been thrown. I went back to my apartment and immediately called my best friend and told her what happened. She was obviously pissed on my behalf, but also incredibly confused as to why they were mad considering they set me up on the date to begin with. I don't know if they're mad that I went on the date, mad that he showed up, mad that it went well, or some combination of those things. It's been 2 days since the picnic fight, and I texted Kelsey directly to tell her that I had no idea what I did beyond go on the date that Isabel set me up on, and she endorsed. I told her I was sorry if I had done something to hurt her, but would like to be able to understand what it is that I did, and that I hope she's doing okay. I have not reached out to Isabel and do not plan to. Haven't heard from either of them. I also haven't texted Ryan because I was so overwhelmed by everything that happened. But today he texted me to see if I wanted to go out again this week. I don't know if he has any idea what's going on or if this is some kind of setup, and I also don't want to rub salt in Kelsey's wound. I'm worried this guy did something really messed up to her or something like that. But I really did like him, and under ordinary circumstances, I would absolutely go on a second date with him. Alright, from this whole story that we just read, I think there's a high chance that those group of girls just wanted to embarrass this girl. Like, they thought Ryan would turn her down and be like, you're not the one I was meeting. No, I don't want to go on a date with you. But he actually did, and he actually ended up having a lot of fun with her. So the group is like, you know, they're upset at what they did themselves. Dude, that makes me so mad. I just hate stupid people like that. The fact that Kelsey's mad at someone who doesn't even know what they did wrong. How are you going to be mad at someone who doesn't even know what they did? Honestly, I don't care. I cut them all out of my life and I'll continue going on a date with Ryan. Honestly, I will mention it to him too. I'd be like, do you happen to know someone called Kelsey, Isabel's friend? Right? And hopefully he tells the truth. Hopefully he's not actually a douchebag who did something to Kelsey. Hopefully it's just something like Kelsey likes him, but he doesn't like her, blah, 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 blah. Like all this freaking high school shit. Seriously, some people just act like they're in high school when they're in like their 20s or 30s. Get a life. And I'm so sure it's one of those things where your friend tells you to go on a date with someone because they know that person's gonna reject you, so they can embarrass you, so they can feel better about themselves. You know, it's like someone setting you up with their crush, but they actually don't wish you well, kind of thing. So yeah, Ryan's either her ex-boyfriend or someone that she likes. I think Ryan dumped her and now she's butthurt. That's why she's like, oh, Ryan would never date a whale like you. So, you know, she's still butthurt over the fact that Ryan dumped her. Right? Huh. But you know what I think though? I feel like Isabel low-key hates Kelsey. I feel like Isabel wanted Kelsey to just break down. Isabel's one of those friends. Like, she likes the tea. She likes drama. And even if they planned it together, a real friend to you would not do this. A real friend wouldn't agree with you doing this. They would just be like, no, don't do that. That's stupid. But a fake friend would be like, yeah, we should do it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, she just likes the tea. She just likes the drama. She doesn't care if her friends get hurt. She just wants to be there to witness everything and laugh secretly because that's not her life. She's not the one getting sad. So yeah. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.